Chapter 5, Pretty Fish, of our Magic Treehouse Afternoon on the Amazon. Squeak! Annie patted the little mouse in her pocket. It's okay, Peanut. The ants can't get us in the river. We're safe now, she said. Maybe safe from ants, said Jack. But where is this canoe going? Jack and Annie stared at the river. Branches spread over the water, vine and moss hung down from them. We better look this up, said Jack. He pulled the book from his backpack and flipped through it. Soon he found a picture of a river, and he read, "The Amazon River stretches over 4,000 miles over the mountains of Peru, across Brazil, and to the Atlantic Ocean. The river basin contains over half of the rainforest in the world." Jack looked at Annie. "We're on the Amazon River," he said. "It's more than 4,000 miles long." "Wow," whispered Annie. She looked at the river. She trailed her hand through the water. "I have to make some notes," said Jack, and he pulled out his notebook out of his backpack. He wrote, "The Amazon rainforest is..." "Jack, look at those pretty fish with the teeth," said Annie. "What?" Jack glanced up from his writing. Annie was pointing at some blue fish swimming near the boat. The fish had red bellies and razor-sharp teeth. "Watch it," said Jack. "Those aren't pretty fish. Those are piranhas. They'll eat anything, even people." "Yikes," whispered Annie. "We better get back to shore," said Jack, putting the book back in his backpack. "How? We can't go in the water now, and we don't have any paddles." Jack tried to stay calm. "We need a plan," he said. Jack stared at the river. The canoe would soon float under some vines. "I'll grab a vine," said Jack, "and pull us to shore." "Good idea," said Annie. As they glided under a branch, Jack stood up. The canoe rocked. He nearly fell out. "Balance the canoe," said Jack, and Annie leaned to one side. Jack reached. He missed. The canoe floated under some more branches. Jack reached for another thick vine. He grabbed it. It was cold and scaly, and it wiggled and jerked. "Ah!" Jack screamed and fell back into the canoe. The vine was alive. It was a long green snake, and the snake fell from the tree, and it splashed in the water and swam away. "Oh, man," said Jack. He and Annie stared in horror at each other. "What now?" said Annie, making a face. "Well..." Jack looked up at the river. There were no vines ahead, but there was a big branch floating in the water. "Grab that branch near you," said Jack, "and maybe we can use it for a paddle." The canoe floated closer to the branch, and Annie reached for it. Suddenly, the branch rose up in the air. It was a crocodile. "Help!" screamed Annie, and she fell back into the canoe. The crocodile opened and closed its huge, long jaws. Then it moved past the canoe and swam up the river. "Oh, man," whispered Jack. A screeching sound split the air. Jack and Annie jumped. "Help!" said Jack. He expected to see another tailboard creature, but all he saw was a small brown monkey hanging from its tail. And that is the end of Chapter 5. When we meet again, we'll read Chapter 6, Monkey Trouble. Till we meet again, have a great day. Bye.